Hello everybody, welcome back to Road to Master. Hope you're all having a great day. Starting off here with a black game against 1630 from South Africa. So we've got um, let's go with an E5. Yeah. So apologies, firstly. This is going to be a bit of a short video. I was at a tournament today, played absolutely horrendously. I think I ended on 1 point out of 5. Somewhat stupid. I'm a bit knackered. So yeah, I think we're just going to stick with one game today. Hopefully it's a decent length. We don't lose instantly. But yeah, so we've got knight f3 here, and we go knight c6, I believe. I also have a game tomorrow morning, which is great, against a tough opponent, I believe. Well, relatively tough. I think we go bishop c5 here. I think that was a theory that I learned when I covered this. So we'll go with that. Agukio piano. Agukio piano. Let's knight f6. Threaten that. And then we're looking for d5 here. If they go knight g5, we castle. I think we're sitting relatively easy. Yeah, so look there. Do we castle? Or do we push e5? Um, then we lose. I think we castle. So this is the main thing that I studied when I say when I'm in the process of switching to E5. I think this is what I studied. So I've not covered any other lines yet. It was mainly just this one, and I think this is a good one to choose. I think it's very solid, very classical, you know, and it gives black some good fighting chances, which I like. So yeah, I'm not sure what we're doing here. Are we playing d6 or are we playing d5? I think I remember in the theory you want to play d5. However, losing this pawn is dodgy. Um, they've not committed anything yet. I think you're meant to go c3 and look for a d4 push. But yeah, I didn't actually get a chance to look at the World Championship game much today. I believe it was a pretty uneventful draw. I think Ding slightly had the advantage at some point, but there wasn't much in it, which is good to see. Keep the fight alive. I think they've both won one each now. Yeah, so um, okay. Do we play any five here? A5 here. So they're looking for that, and then takes. If we've got E5, we can drop the bishop back and then kick out this light square. I think so. I think that's the way to go. Yeah, I think you takes. We could even go bishop there and hit the rook. And then if the rook moves at all, we're threatening then d5. Oh, we are actually threatening d5 anyway because this pawn's not on this square anymore, which is nice. So we could do that or drop back and then d4. So which way do we want to go? I think if we make a threat on the rook, that prevents them from playing d5. So then we can play d5. I quite like that. That seems okay. And then we play d5 ourselves. Yeah. Um. So we play d. We've got a pin, so we can play d5 here. And after takes, knight takes. I think that works. And at any point we can just take this knight. I think that's fine. I think we're doing all right here. So we're looking like we're isolating their d pawn. And if you don't know much about isolated queen pawns, um, it's definitely worth looking them up. Super common sort of position. We actually wouldn't be isolating if we take the knight, by the way. But yeah, so if you're playing against an isolated queen pawn, your sort of general idea is to trade everything off, um, because it's going to be weak in the endgame. Um, you've also got to try using, especially your knights, to blockade the um, isolated pawn. And yeah, and if you're white, you're basically trying to do the opposite. You want to keep things on, and you want to clear out a path to push the pawn. So I think we take with the knight here. I don't see anything particularly wrong with that. Yeah, we can drop the bishop back, maybe. Not drop the bishop, bring the bishop out, I should say. Or we can play knight back to b6 and hit the bishop. Because I think in the Italian, their white squared bishop is supposed to be their strongest piece. So if you can kick that about a bit and try displace it, then you should be in for an okay game, I think. I think that's how it's meant to go. What we're also doing here is threatening takes that, if they don't, because you'll have then the fork on the two rooks, which is lovely. Yeah, I think we're okay. I don't want to sound um, too optimistic, but I think we're doing all right. So one thing I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about getting some coaching. Um, I'm not sure if I've talked about that. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting some coaching. I'm not quite sure how or where from, um, but it I'm keen to improve as much as I can, which is sort of the idea of the series, Road to Master and all that. Um, and I think coaching would be the next step to trying to improve, beyond what I currently am. So yeah, I think maybe Bishop E6 here, hitting the knight. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so I'm not sure how much coaching really costs, but I've heard people have good experiences with it and seem to improve. So I figured it's worth a try. I can't exactly get any worse. Um, we're also maybe threatening knight b4 here. Um, or potentially knight takes pawn, if I can draw an arrow. And then something along these lines. Not quite sure, to be honest. But yeah, I'm relatively happy. What's that saying? Disconnected. Will auto resign. They're offline apparently. Maybe we get a win out of this. Maybe it will be a short one. Hmm. A very short video. Wow. Yeah. Hopefully they don't. I want to play this out. Um, but it's going to be tricky um for white to save this knight or the bishop. You would have to go into a trade and trade off your best piece. At which point I'm picking up this pawn. Yeah. Takes. Bishop takes. Knight takes. Knight takes. I think we're looking pretty good. I think they might have just left, um, which is good. Well, it's not good. I wanted to play the game out, but it's good to see that we can get to a point in this opening where people are leaving. Um, yeah. What we got? 5 seconds till they resign. Well then, great game. A whole how many moves? Nine? No, 12 moves. Amazing. Let's see what this has to say. Apparently, that's good for white, which is shocking, to be honest. Really? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, you can take that pawn. Yeah. You can take the pawn because after rook takes, you're forking, which is quite nice. Um, yeah, takes. Take. That's not the best move. Oops. Bishop b6. Oh, so it wants you to drop back. Really? That's really weird. What? Oh, wow. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. Wow, that's crazy. Holy moly. Fair enough. Yep, that. Um, Bishop a7, which we talked about, but we said that bishop um, making the threat seemed nicer. Uh, and then, yeah, you just sort of play on from there. Fair enough. Yeah, knight c3. There, takes. Oh, it wanted knight back there to hit the pawn again. Okay. That's an inaccuracy. There. And it wanted b5. Okay. Yeah, okay. So what do they do after my bishop move then? I mean, there. They got a bishop pair against a rook. Um, yeah, there, yeah. Um, what about b5 here? Knight f6. Knight f6. Wow, that's mating. Is it? Well, it's certainly not good. Wow. Well, maybe we didn't do that well. But yeah. Um, phew. Well, I think we'll do another. I think we'll do another. Let's go for it. Cool. I'll see you in the next game then. Cool. So we have the white pieces here against an 1847 from India. So let's go ahead with e4. And we have a Sicilian. So let's play knight f3 then. And we're going for another Portsmouth here with b4 and see how they do. Hopefully this will be a fun one by the looks of it. Yeah. Um, I think, yeah, you can take with the knight. And after that, we kick the knight about a bit with c3. And then after the knight comes back, we're going with e4. And this can actually transpose to the other variation with pawn takes or whatever pawn takes there. Okay, so they're playing e6. I think we play d5. I think that's the move. Um, they can go there. Oh, they do that. Okay, cool. Um, they have some checks. But I think we're fine with them because no matter what, we're chasing the queen around still. Wow. Um. Whew, um. Now that's making me want to push the pawn. That's making me want to push the pawn. Not sure about you guys. Well, that seems very appetizing. Push the pawn. Queen check. There. The problem is after the queen moves, the king has a square. Um, I really want to push that though. I think we have to. We're making instant threats. So as long as we keep this pawn relatively well defended, I mean, black's got serious problems. Oh, that's just a not very good move, surely. There, bishop there. Oh, and then you've got bishop there covering it as well. Oh dear, though. Yeah, because then you're hitting that. Wow, that's amazing. Beautiful. So the bishop, oh, well, we if the knight takes, we take that, and then we're taking that with check. Okay, fairs, yeah. Okay, yeah. Do we just develop here? We've walked into a bit of a pin. Let's unpin ourselves. Yeah. Um, we can try mess this queen out about a bit. Go there, maybe that looks all right. There. We're still getting the queen there. Let's go there. We don't want to let white castle, or black castle ideally. We want to keep messing them about. Let's go there. Um, and then there. I should have thought. I should be thinking about this more. Um, I need to castle. Or we could try throw some pawns up the board. That's slow though. Um, if I could unpin, nah, I could play. Can't even do that. Okay, let's play like that. Um, that's really annoying. Um, oh, let's make our own threats then. Can we? Queen there. That's not even threatening out. Let's go. Yeah, let's go there. Hmm. We can sack the rook for the two pieces. Everything's still covered pretty nicely. And if we can get the bishop out, we can castle. We could even go there potentially if they castle. Okay. So this is going to be a bit of work, I think. I think they're sort of forced to do that because I'm taking their knight if they don't. Mm. Ooh, that's interesting. Hmm. I'd like to hit this bishop still. Can't. With that, we're hitting the pawn. We can go there. Then we can castle. Let's do that. The queen moves, we're still hitting the bishop, so I suspect that now maybe. What we could do as well is sack the A pawn and go for something like that, or like that, or like that. Okay, let's bring the bishop out then. Because we've got everything pointed at their king side now, pretty much. Um, so that's quite scary for whatever black. Yeah, black. takes. Queen there. Wins. No. That wins, surely. How does black stop that? Yeah. Woo! That was a quick 2 games then. Let's do a quick game review of that and then I'll let you guys go. It's been a long day. Not particularly high accuracy, nothing to write home about. Um, yeah. Okay, so it doesn't like d5. I'm guessing the pawn's just weak. You have these threats on the rook as well, um, which in some lines I know you can allow, but I guess not in this one. It wants the knight to. Let's go to analysis because game review is rubbish. Knight, yeah, okay, yeah. That feels like you've lost all your advantage, really. There, yeah, perfect, and that's immediately really good for us. Yeah, good move from them. Bishop c4 it wants. That's super interesting. Okay, it just trades off. Fairs. I'm not quite sure what the threats are. So let's see if they take the rook. It's wanting castles, which again is super interesting. Castles is because she's sacking the knight as well. Wow, crazy. It's wanting bishop to e7. Bishop takes. Yeah, wow. So if you try and move the queen back. Oh yeah, I mean yeah, you're just winning that way, aren't you? Queen e6. Yeah, fair enough. What happened next? Yeah, yeah, yeah. All mistakes. That does feel like mistakes as well. What could they have done better? Oh, bring the knight out castle early. Fair enough. Yeah, I get that. Oh, rook c1. Yeah, best move. Yeah. Um, Knight there's best move. It wanted queen b3. Okay, it wanted the queen to drop back, which I sort of thought about, but it looked a bit passive. And then castling's just yeah, it can't be right. Bishop it didn't want. It wanted queen d3. Queen d3, really? Ugh, I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah. Then that's a mate in 8, apparently. Wow. Yeah, best move. What's the mate? Oh, you just check in a few times. Go in there. Go in there. There. That's a pretty nice mate, to be fair. I like that. We got a brilliant, though. Oh, no, that wasn't even us. That was the computer line. Ah, we didn't even get a brilliant. Boo! Anyway, 2 quick games for you all. Um, I will try to get a video tomorrow. I should be able to, because I'm only playing 1 game. Um, and yeah, like if you guys liked, subscribe if you really liked, and I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.